actually kind of liked where they were taking all the characters. I liked that Jimmy, like, whether it felt earned or not, which I didn't really. After Kyle died, I kind of felt like everything that Jimmy did was cliche of Kyle dying, but a character like Jimmy, as they had set him up from the beginning of the season, never would have done in reality. It was perfect, like, TV easy, as I call it, and so I liked the fact that, like, while I didn't really feel like a character like him would turn himself in, I was like, oh, good, because you'll go away, because I didn't like him, and I was like, great, so maybe you did become a better person or whatever, but you're gonna go away, you know. And I liked the fact that, like, Ivy was finally at this point of, like, the success she always wanted, and now saying, well, do I give that up to have a child? Like, do I turn into my mother, or is there a way to somewhere meet in the middle, or like that whole issue? You know, same thing with Derek. I didn't really feel like a guy like Derek would ever admit what he did. Yeah. But at the same time, like, if that's what you're gonna do, I at least like that they didn't leave it on that, like, super soapy, like, he's a terrible person. You know, I loved what he said when he got up. He was like, thank you for respecting the work and not the man, because basically by him admitting what he did, he just shone the light on what everybody does in this business.
Right.
He was just open about it.
No, it was a fascinating thing because, you know, it's like we do judge both. Like,
Well, we do.
No, but yes.
But the Tony voters voted before they heard his admission.
And I mean, but at the same time, it's like, you know, this is going to go off topic, and I promise I'll keep this brief, but at the same time, it's just like, you know, we judge people like Charlie Sheen, like Chris Brown, for their actions. We don't separate them from their work.
No, but the votes were counted before.
Yeah,
that's the only reason. I mean, the boos and everything, obviously they were still judging him, but, like, what he said about winning his award, it's very true. Yeah. I whether you like Chris Brown's music or not, that should be a little bit separate from who he is as a person. You can say he's a bad person and I don't want him to succeed because he's a bad person, but you can't say his songs are bad because he's a bad person. Right. So, in that respect, and it's very nitpicky for a show like Smash, which clearly, like, it's like one little blip, and it felt like an afterthought.
I was really kind of, and I understand why NBC would never have given them the time, but I was kind of bummed just to find out there was 15 minutes that they never showed, that they ran over, which, you know, happens all the time. You know, the Fringe finale ran significantly over.
Yeah, you gotta cut stuff.
The Office ran
Part
significantly over,
Part of the problem is if you're running that far over, that's a problem of the production. You've been in this business. You know how to time a show. Right. But time it and don't shoot extra.
My thing is that we don't know who won the director, Tony. They never said it. Nope.
That Derek won. What did he get up for?
Choreography. Because he was nominated for both Hit List and Bombshell.
Oh, you know what? I just assumed he won director.
Nope, that was choreography and.
Oh, that's interesting.
And considering that was such a big deal for Derek and Tom, I'm not saying.
No, but I didn't. Clearly, I didn't miss it.
It was just fascinating that I wonder if that was in those 15 minutes.
It must have been.
I mean, I don't know because, you know, there was.
You don't not resolve that. I mean, Tom didn't look like he had won a Tony at the end of it.
But at the same time, there was that shot of him playing with Tony. So I wasn't sure if that was his Tony that he had won with Julia.
That's what I assumed.
That's what I assumed. But it's like, you would think that if neither of them won, there would have been a comment from someone saying, you know, it's a shame that neither of you guys won, or so-and-so won, whatever.
Yeah.